Well, welcome to the BNI Effect. I'm Tony Meredith, and ordinarily I'm a business coach, but today I'm your host and fellow BNI member, and I'm bringing you an amazing interview and actionable tips to help you elevate your networking game and ultimately grow your business. Now, this is episode number 12, and today's guest is Vinny Lo. Vinny, hello, mate. How are you?
Hey, Tony, I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Mate, thank you for being here. It's a real thrill to have you here. Now, let's start off by letting the listeners and the viewers learn a little bit about who you are. So can you give us a brief overview of you, your business, and the main services and products that you offer?
So, my name is Vinny. I run a menswear showroom called Oscar Hunt. We're based in Melbourne, and my job is to grow the Queensland market. So we have a showroom in Tenerife. And the majority of our services are revolving around making men look delicious, is what I call.
Making men look delicious. I love it.
So we do custom-made suits, shirt, trousers, and yeah.
Okay, so the head office is in Melbourne, but you're responsible for growing out the Queensland arm of the business. Is that right?
Yep.
Fantastic. And what are some of the products that you sell, Vinny?
So the main thing, obviously, you have your suit, you have your shirt and trousers. We do have ready to wear, where you got your sweater, your jeans and shoe. Our main client will be in the corporate world, and also wedding as well. But yeah.
Excellent. And how long have you guys been going for in Brisbane?
This is our third year in Brisbane. As a brand, we've been around for 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we have showroom in Melbourne, Sydney, Adelaide, Brisbane and Perth.
Excellent. All right. Now you're a fellow member of BNI. How and when were you introduced to BNI?
So I joined BNI back in 2022. The moment we start the showroom, is like, let's join to do some network, and BNI was the first one. And yeah, it's been great.
Why did you choose BNI?
First of all, it was the most popular networking out there. You can say it's just easy. And we have other colleagues of mine that join in other state, and they said it's good to join. So yeah, we give it a go, and still here. And I think it's been really lucrative in terms of business-wise. But more than that, I think it's a relationship that you grow within the network.
Well, let's talk about that. So what does that mean about the relationships that you grow within the network?
I think that at the end of the day, your network is your net worth, right? Like you grow your business, but also you get to know more people and everything. I find BNI is one of the great ways that you meet people with the same mindset, and from there you grow personal as well. Yes. A lot of people say you don't have to do network and the product gonna sell itself. I'm like, yeah, the product sell itself, but you got to sell yourself. You got to create that relationship with everybody in the room and other chapters. And I think BNI provide that platform beautifully, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. You just mentioned, Vinny, a moment ago that you've grown personally since you've been in BNI. So how has BNI helped you grow personally?
So I'm a nerd for menswear tailoring. I'm a nerd, and that's all I know. And I think once you start to understand, I guess, other people and other members, and you start to understand the business better, you start to understand the value of what they're bringing. I think from there allow me to have the knowledge of, let's say, mortgage brokers, finance planners, and other medical, and just give you more holistic knowledge of how the world evolved, and that just create more conversation that I have with clients, and connecting the right people to the right platform or network. But yeah.
Okay, so being a connector. So how has your business evolved since joining BNI? So you've been going for 3 years here in Brisbane. You've been in BNI for about 2 years, based on my math. How has your business evolved since joining BNI?
Touch wood, we're doing well. Well, we're very fortunate in the way that client been very supportive of what we do. I guess apart from providing a good services and product, I think that's the bare minimum. More than that, we also provide them the network that we have. Why I'm saying that is because the way I look at it is, if my client do well, I do well. It's not rocket science. And how can I make them do well? All right, how can we do business? How can we collaborate? Because the last thing I talk about here is clothing. It will come when, I guess, when they need it, but I'm not, because I don't want to be that guy where you always come in as a transaction. And with BNI, give me that, I call it an asset of network that I have. We can allow me to, okay, how can we grow my client business? And yeah, I have a journey with my client here where they're growing from a one-man team to 10-man team, and I'm very fortunate to be part of that journey with them. But yeah, so I think that's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah, and so what you're saying there is that you're a connector. So you've got a relationship with your clients. Yes, eventually you'll talk about the clothing side of things and making the men look delicious, but but you're looking to help them with whatever they're doing. And how do you then connect using your network to connect with your clients?
Yeah, and same thing with me doing, the way we spend or we invest in our showroom. We're using a service outside that support our business the same way. I think you look at who helping you, because one day I know them personally. You sort of know how they operate. You sort of know how the quality and services, and that's vice versa. Because I'm not going around say we make the best suit. We're not saying that. But how can you get along with them in personal? But yeah.
Yeah, I love it. What advice would you give to new BNI members to make the most out of their BNI membership?
Good one. Take it easy.
Take it easy. What does that mean?
I think I think a lot of people getting to network. I mean, regarding is whether BNI or the networking that they may join. I think you have to be really. So the way I only can speak on my experience. Like maybe it's not advice, but how I grow. I think I know myself really well. I know what I can offer. I know what I can't. And I always thinking of the way, okay, how can we grow together and not selling to each other? And I guess you just have to look in the direction that, okay, get to know the other party really well, get to know their business really well. And it's just a knowledge of everyone have, and you just want to learn. And yeah, from there you gain knowledge for yourself, and people start to interesting in you, because I guess if I ask you a question about what you do, you probably want to tell me more about what you do more than my business. And you just grow from there. Don't put the pressure on. I don't put pressure on myself whether I need to get along with everyone. You don't click, and that's fine.
Yeah, okay. And so what you're saying there is to take the time to build relationships based on know, like, and trust. Really getting to know people, and the deeper that you get to know people, the deeper those relationships, then you're better able to look for opportunities that might be able to assist them.
Yeah, and that's I guess the transition we come after that. It's a longer way of doing things, but it's more stable.
It's more sustainable, isn't it? So it's certainly not those initial peaks. It's a medium to longer term game, and I think that's important as well from a new member's point of view, is to recognise that you're probably not going to generate business on day one or day two of being part of BNI, but stick with it, follow the process. It is a process. BNI's been around for 39 years, and it works. And millions of people around the world are having phenomenal success on the back of BNI. So just follow that process.
Yeah. And how long you been in BNI, Tom?
So I've been in BNI for almost 5 years. So 4.5 years. Yeah. And I started pre-COVID and I absolutely love it. Love the chapter that I'm in. I've been on the leadership committee in a whole range of roles, whether it be membership committee, whether it be education coordinator, or I was president there for a year. And currently I'm a visitor host, but I just love, my chapter, love being able to help my chapter improve, grow, and I find that incredibly rewarding.
What's your chapter?
Oasis. So we're up at. Yeah. So it's one of Brisbane's longest serving chapters. We've got some longer serving members as well. So we've got a nice mix of longer serving members, those that have been there for sort of 5 to 10 years, and then newer members. So it's a nice cross section of business people.
Yeah, we'll visit your chapter soon.
Absolutely. I look forward to having you come along. Now I just want to swing back on to you, mate. So what's next for your business, for Oscar Hunt? Any exciting projects coming up?
Every day is an exciting day. Every day is a new day. I think the way we look at it right now is we are at a very sustainable rate for business, and we love it. I think next for us is, okay, how can we grow the team here in a good way? So that's the next one, and we're still in the process of perfecting the showroom. It's never end, as you can imagine. We go bit by bit, and also reinforce the relationship that we have with client, and grow with them, and
Okay, and you talked about growing your team. So how many are in the Brisbane office?
So we have me, myself. We have a casual right now, Tom. Great, fortunate to have him. And then in a full time in probably early next year or end of this year.
Okay, so there you go. So that's a bit of a plug for someone who's looking to get in and helping men become delicious. Then reach out to Vinny. That's exciting. How do you see your relationship with BNI evolving as your business grows?
I think we will keep evolving. I think as the business expand, your network gonna expand. And the more people that you know, the more value you can give, right? And that's always come back to your business. But I think it's one of our ways for us to sustain the business.
Okay, I love it. Bit of parting wisdom. If you could share one piece of wisdom with our listeners, whether they be BNI members or not, what would it be?
Wisdom regarding?
Regarding to business.
Oh man, I'm probably not the man for that. I think
you've got a successful business where you are. You've been going for 3 years. So is there something that you've learned in your 3 years you can then impart on to others?
I think you gotta take care of your product. You gotta take care of your service, because that's your baby. You'll see how they grow, in a good way. You got to fix it when not in denial, because there's a problem. Everyone has a problem. We never in denial that, okay, we fixed that problem. I think more than that is, okay, how can you grow as a person? Because like I said in the beginning, the service, the product we sell itself, people are going to come you when they need you. But you got to sell yourself. And how can you sell yourself is be a genuine person that people want to get along with you.
Be the best version of yourself, hey?
Yeah, and people want to hang out with you. People want to, hey, let's hang out. Let's, they find you not just a business guy. You're just good guy to hang out with. And that's
They
what
gravitate towards you.
yeah.
I love it. Fantastic, Vinny. How can listeners learn more about you and your business and get in touch with you specifically?
If you can Google Oscar Hunt, so OSCARHUNT, I think you can have, I don't know, the title.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm always on the phone, always on the email. I always get back to people that are contacting me within days. Yeah, we just have a chat, and I would tell my client or friend, especially client, we like, let's make friends first before business.
Okay. Great. All right. Well, there you go. Well, thanks, Vinny. It's been a real thrill to get to know you and get to know a little bit about your business. So that wraps up another episode of the BNI Effect. We hope that you've enjoyed today's discussion, and I want to extend a massive big thank you to Vinny Lo for sharing his insights with us. If you found value in today's episode, then please remember to subscribe to the BNI Effect on your favorite podcast platform and leave us a review. And until next time, keep networking, keep growing, and remember, your success is our priority here at the BNI Effect.